Taehyung and Jungkook walked together on the airport escalator, once again demonstrating how close they are to each other. At that moment, they were so close that their bodies were almost constantly touching as they rode the escalator. What was most noticeable was seeing Jungkook holding Taehyung's backpack as if it were completely normal for them. This simple gesture demonstrates the care and attention Jungkook always shows Taehyung when they're together. The way they move together when they walk reveals a lot about their relationship. Whenever we see them, Taehyung and Jungkook seek to be close to each other, as if it were the most natural thing in the world for them. This time at the airport was no different, as they continued that same habit of staying together the entire time. Jungkook carrying Taehyung's backpack isn't something they do by chance, but a gesture that shows how much they care for each other. After some people doubted the love between Jungkook and Taehyung, we've seen them closer than ever. This scene at the airport confirms what many of us already knew: their relationship is real, and nothing can change it. Every time someone asks about their relationship, they demonstrate with their actions that their affection is genuine and lasting. They don't need to make grand pronouncements because their everyday actions say everything we need to know. The way Jungkook protects Taehyung in this moment is further proof of their special connection. What Jungkook and Taehyung have is easily noticeable when we see them interact. Their actions speak for themselves and leave no doubt about the affection they feel for each other. On this occasion, as on many others, we could see how their relationship goes beyond simple friendship. Jungkook taking Taehyung's backpack and walking so close to him demonstrates the level of trust between them. These small things are what truly show the depth of their bond and how special their relationship is. When criticism arises about Taehyung and Jungkook, they respond by becoming even closer and showing more affection for each other. These moments have always worked, because every time someone doubts their relationship, they provide more proof of its reality. The airport scene is just another example of how they deal with negative opinions, by growing closer and demonstrating through their actions that their love is genuine. Many people are uncomfortable seeing them so close, but that doesn't seem to bother them, as they remain true to themselves. Their main response to doubt is to continue showing their unity. As fans of Taehyung and Jungkook, it's important to support them at all times and value the relationship they've built over the years. They've gradually shown us how special their connection is through gestures like the one we saw at the airport. Holding each other's backpacks might seem insignificant, but in the context of their relationship, it means so much more. A woman was lucky enough to run into BTS at the airport as they were returning to the country, and she shared her joy on social media. Taehyung was so kind that he shook her hand without hesitation. She explained that she was frantically searching for her passport so she could get through immigration quickly and see them a little longer. When she suddenly looked up, she found herself face to face with Taehyung, who saw her, greeted her, and came over to shake her hand. This experience made her feel incredibly fortunate, especially since she was able to go through security and immigration right behind the group. Taehyung's generosity was evident in that moment, showing that his heart is pure and knows only true love. The smile he gave the woman was so wide and warm that it lit up the room and melted the hearts of everyone who heard the story. We can only imagine how thrilling it must have been for her to experience such a special moment, a memory she will surely cherish forever. Taehyung always shows himself to be so humble, attentive, and respectful to everyone, demonstrating how much he loves us all. Jungkook acts the same way, his kindness mirroring Taehyung's, sharing the same pure and precious soul that captures everyone's attention. We love these two incredible men who have such precious souls and such kind hearts, overflowing with love to share with others. Taehyung and Jungkook together represent all the pride we can feel for them and for everything they have shown us over the years. They are the purest souls that could ever exist, always tenderly caring for their fans. We continue to support these two truly good people, who always speak from the heart and express themselves sincerely in every moment. Although some people may find it hard to accept, Taekook has confirmed the beautiful relationship we have watched grow over so many years. Their bond has strengthened with time, becoming a clear example of what two friends can build together when they support each other unconditionally. We have witnessed their relationship evolve and grow stronger. We will continue to support them because we want them to know they are never alone on this journey and that they have our full support no matter what. We hope to see them together again soon so we can continue to follow the special bond that unites them and enjoy their relationship. Every time we see them interact, we feel their connection is genuine and profound, something that transcends what we see in public and deeply moves us. We will be here to celebrate every moment they share and to remind them how much they mean to all of us. The love they feel for each other is evident in their daily gestures, in the way they care for one another, and in how they protect each other in every situation. This relationship teaches us about loyalty and true affection, showing us that sincere bonds can overcome any obstacle. Their story together inspires us to value the important friendships in our own lives and to cultivate the relationships that make us better people. That's why we will continue to be their loyal followers, celebrating every step they take together and supporting them in every decision they make. JUNGKOOK possesses the extraordinary ability to express his emotions without uttering a single word. His eyes shine with a particular intensity whenever Taehyung is near, demonstrating an affection he doesn't try to hide or conceal from others. It's a constant, unwavering, almost protective attention that manifests itself even in the most chaotic or noisy moments. When all eyes seem to scatter, JUNGKOOK always returns to him, as if Taehyung's gaze possesses a special magnet that irresistibly draws him in. The way he follows Taehyung with his eyes reveals astonishing patience, as if Taehyung represents his emotional anchor, his safe haven in the midst of any storm. This visible connection between them transcends the barriers of ordinary language, creating a universe of their own where gestures and glances carry more weight than any elaborate discourse. The affection JUNGKOOK and Taehyung feel for each other is evident in the most everyday details of their life together, in those small actions that reveal the depth of their love. When one of them was tired after long days of work, the other was always ready to offer support without being asked. Sometimes it was a simple gesture like making a hot drink or laying out clothes for the next day. Other times it was a silent hug during difficult times that spoke volumes. The way they protected each other in the face of any adversity was truly moving. If one faced unfair criticism, the other would intervene without hesitation, defending them with a loyalty that sprang from the depths of their being. This dynamic teaches us about the importance of having people in our lives who accept us as we are, showing us that sincere bonds can overcome any obstacle that comes our way. Their story together inspires us to value the important friendships in our own lives and to cultivate those relationships that make us better people every day, reminding us that true affection doesn't need grand declarations to be authentic and lasting. The relationship between JUNGKOOK and Taehyung has taught us valuable lessons about loyalty and trust, virtues that seem so hard to find in today's superficial world. Through their years together, we've learned that mutual support is the cornerstone of any solid relationship, something they demonstrated countless times. When JUNGKOOK faced moments of creative doubt, Taehyung was always there to remind him of his immense talent, encouraging him to persevere even when circumstances seemed daunting. Similarly, when Taehyung experienced periods of homesickness, JUNGKOOK found ways to make him feel supported and loved, whether by sharing his own experiences or simply listening with his characteristic understanding. These gestures revealed a connection that transcended conventional friendship, demonstrating that when two people genuinely care for one another, they can create a force capable of withstanding any storm. That's why we will continue to be their loyal fans, celebrating every step they take together and supporting them in every decision they make, because their relationship has shown us that true love exists and that it's worth believing in. JUNGKOOK isn't someone who usually explains his thoughts directly all the time. His way of communicating is usually through actions, gestures, and details that speak for themselves with surprising eloquence. Therefore, for those who have followed Taehyung and JUNGKOOK's story and dynamic for years, many of these moments are perfectly understood without words. It's clear to whom he directs certain signals, whom he deeply respects, and with whom he shares a special connection that goes beyond the ordinary. This particularity of their communication reveals one of the most important lessons of their relationship: that true affection doesn't always need to be expressed verbally to be perceived. Sometimes, a look at the right moment, a silent gesture of support, or simply constant presence on difficult days says more than any elaborate speech. This way of connecting has taught us to value the details in our own relationships more, to be more attentive to those nonverbal signals that we so often overlook in our daily lives, focused as we are on the constant noise of words and explicit declarations.